Yeah, warm good afternoon to all. I'm Karthik, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department from SNS College of Technology. As in the last videos, we have seen about different types of thermopolymers like PMMA, PVC, PS, polypropylene, etc. Right? So in this video, we are going to see a new type of thermopolymer, which is nothing but polyethylene terephthalate. It is in short form we will call as PET. Okay. So as recent days we mainly see PET bottles, right? So these PET bottles are made up of this type of thermopolymer. The main reason is that this thermopolymer has plenty of properties that suits this application of creating plastic bottles. For example, we are seeing Signoraware or Tupperware, Milton tiffin boxes where we see the plastic lids are used. They are not actually plastics; they are thermopolymers, and they are called as PET. Right? Okay. The first property is that they have high clarity. As we all see, the water bottles like Kenley, Bisleri, or the bottles like what we are using usually for our day-to-day life, we can see high clarity is seen. So this is one of the main property of this PET bottle. Second is it has good chemical resistance, which because this chemical resistance properties is highly commendable, which because if you are using sometimes you can see we are taking these PET bottles for purchasing petrols or diesel or fuel for our vehicles. In this you can see if they are not chemically resistant, then the fuel or the liquid what we are using or what we are carrying using these PET bottles can mix with this PET, and it may react and it may create some side effects for the if you're drinking water, it may have some side effects for the consumers, right? The third one it has good gas and moisture barrier and high impact resistance. We can see these PET bottles are stacked or arranged one above the other in a big trucks and containers while they are traveling. So this this is a good example for as high impact resistance. This high impact resistance is due to some designs that are created in the PET bottles, and it is medium rigid. I can say it is semi-rigid to rigid, which because if it is fully rigid, we can't shape it like what we are needed. You can see some 1 liter bottles or 500 ml bottles or 250 ml bottles, it is shaped. If it is so rigid, we can do it. If it is fully not rigid, then we can hold it out, because it will once we are filling the liquid itself, it will change shape or something like plastic, something like polythenes, right? So this PET has a semi-rigid or rigid, semi-rigid to rigid capacity, and has medium scratch resistance. As you can see in your PET bottles, as the day pass by, you can see some scratches due to the cleaning process. So this since they have high chemical resistance, but they have medium scratch barriers, they do have scratches while frequently using. The important one is this property is that food contact safety. This property mainly deals about that if the food what we are using or what we are storing in a particular PET bottles or PET containers, if it is not safe, or it is creating some type of chemical reactions, so we can't use such a type of food. So it has main property of food contact safety. The last one is that they can tolerate from -50 Fahrenheit to 110 Fahrenheit. This helps, or this particular property says about that we are while we are using tiffin boxes, we carry our hot boxes, we carry the food which is so heat. So this affects, or this may so for example, we are storing the particular safety container in the fridge, or at some time we are using to store very hot food. So they should be tolerable for such heat so that we can use it for many applications. The first one is that we are using it for takeout containers, which is it's known as delivery containers. The second one is baked good containers. We have some difference between takeout containers and baked goods containers. Means baked good containers were usually used for sandwich makers. So once the sandwich heat, so some type of PET equipments are used, PET type of polymers are used to carry such type of food. The third one is bottled water. As we see from Kenley, Aquafina, Bisleri, we are using bottled water, right? RO water, or sorry, distilled RO waters or purified waters we are using with this type of PET bottles. Then ketchup bottles, jars, juices and carbonated drinks, frozen foods, cosmetics, and nowadays we are using for some household equipments like trays, etc. Okay, so this is the advantage and usage of this PET bottle, as we discussed briefly. Next video we will see about another type of polymer which we are using day to life. Thank you. Have a nice day.